Welcome back muli mga kaibigan sa bagong muling mga balita na ating mapapakinggan at mapapanood dito sa channel ng Bayan, ang Bayang Pinas. Dito, ating matutunghayan ang mga bagay na nangyayari sa ating bansa, partikular na umano sa loob na mismo ng gobyerno at lalong-lalo na dito sa kasalukuyang administrasyon. Ngunit bago ang lahat, kung bago ka pa lamang sa ating channel ay siguraduhin mong ikaw ay mag-subscribe, pindutin ang notification bell at syempre piliin na rin ang all upang lagi kang maging updated sa mga balitang bago, totoo at walang bias. Syempre mga kaibigan at kung mga ating mga solid viewers naman dyan ay maraming salamat naman po sa inyong walang sawang pagsuporta. At huwag din pong kalimutang magpakita ng suporta sa ating channel sa pamamagitan ng pag-like at pag-share sa ating mga videos. At syempre mga kaibigan, kung meron ka naman pong hinaing at opinyon, ang ating comment section ay bukas para sa inyong mga opinyon at mga hinaing at kung ano po ang nais nyong sabihin sa ating mga gobyerno upang mabasa na ito. Heto na nga mga kaibigan, atin nang panoorin at pakinggan ang balitang ito.
Point of order, Madam Chair. Yeah. I really don't want to make a point of order, but I would find it unfair on the part of the administration being wrongly accused na maraming mga programa sa kalusugan ang tinapyasan. Mr. Chair, the figures is not correct.
Madam Chair, point of order.
Madam Chair, I'm
Madam
having
Chair,
a
yung
point of
binabanggit
order.
po, hindi po siya isang point of order.
Yeah.
Order is about yung proceedings natin, yung paano natin
No, Madam
pinapagano.
Chair. Hindi po totoo
That is
yan.
an interjection kasi facts po yung pinapresent, Madam Chair.
Yeah, Madam Chair, you can make a point of order if the figure is being presented is not correct. Because this is a budget briefing. Hindi po pwede na meron tayong drama na pinapalabas natin na lahat ng programa ng kalusugan ay tinapyasan and making the administration look back where in fact it is not true. We have to compare
Madam
net
Chair,
versus net.
Madam
So
Chair,
with that,
point
Madam
of
Chair,
order.
I move that the interpellation of the Honorable Manuel be stricken off the records. So
Madam
move, Madam
Chair.
Chair.
1 minute suspension.
Madam Chair,
Ayun, sinuspend.
have we resumed hearing? Muna?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, thank you.
Madam Chair, nag-resume na ba tayo, Madam Chair?
Hindi pa po.
Kinompare naman yung ngayon siya kayong proposal, di ba?
Hindi kasi hindi nila kinumpare apples to apples. Kaya mukhang binawasan.
Merong tinapyas.
No. Later.
Kasi kanina pa akong umaga rito Madam Chair. Kung ganito ang mangyayari, abutin na naman ako ng alas 11 mamayang gabi. Just like the DOTR. Now, let's settle the issue. Bakit nyo pinapayagan yung point of order?
We will be
Yes,
clarifying the
please
rules.
let me finish, Madam Chair. Because our rules state specifically kung ano yung point of order and when it is going to be raised. Di ba? Kasi ina-allow nyo But if I read section 103 of our House rules, and I would like to quote, a point of order is a privileged question that raises a violation of the rules in relation to the matter under discussion on the floor. A motion to read any part of the rules is equivalent to a point of order and takes precedence over any other motion other than a motion to adjourn. Yun po ang rules natin. Dapat yun ang sundin natin.
Thank you for clarifying the rules. Actually, that is what we are going to clarify. The point of order will, as mentioned, only be on the ruling and violation of the rules. Parliamentary. So, and with that, and because there is a pending motion, Honorable Garin, will you?
Thank you, Madam Chair. After conferring with our good colleague, I actually withdraw my point of order with the assurance of the Chair that the data that were mentioned will be corrected. So the wrong data that will be mentioned will have to be stricken off the records.
Madam Chair, question of privilege. May I be allowed to speak?
Honorable Raul Manuel.
Yes, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I don't see the point na may mga ipapatanggal po tayong facts and data kasi Madam Chair, wala pa kong isa-cite na data kung hindi ito yung proposal na nasa National Expenditure Program. Second, Madam Chair, gusto ko lang mag-object.
Let me just clarify everything. Let me just clarify. According to the rules from the appropriations, it is correct that we cannot interject. So,
I had a point of order, Madam Chair.
let me just clarify that. Okay?
So no, Madam Chair, so no interjection
No
is allowed.
interjections.
Just a point of order.
Yeah, so I had a point of order, Madam Chair, pending motion.
Yes, Madam Chair, since my interpellation was referred to, then I would like to express that I object to the striking out of my interpellation since for several agencies po, that's how we as young people compare yung ating mga plano sa pagbabudget. Anong meron tayo ngayon at ano yung plano from Malacanang na budget. Kasi yun yung magiging baseline natin, Madam Chair, how we will assert for higher budget for services.
Madam Chair, may I explain my objection, my point of order? I raise it as a point of order kasi tila pinapalabas na tinapyasan lahat ng programa ng kalusugan, and that's very unfair to an administration who has been investing on health. Kung magdadagdag tayo ng pondo, dagdagan. That's why my point of order is that there was a misrepresentation of the facts given because comparison is net versus net. Kaya yung mga sagot kanina na tinapyasan lahat ng programa ng kalusugan, that is not factual. I therefore move earlier, Madam Speaker, that those statements be stricken off the record. Because that will make the administration look bad. And that will make us look bad na parang lahat ng programa sa kalusugan ay tinapyasan natin. That's unfair to the people who have been working for the budget of the Department of Health. So I had a motion, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
I object, Madam Chair, to that motion.
May I have the floor, Madam Chair? 1 minute suspension. Later.
Kasi kanina pa akong umaga rito Madam Chair. Kung ganito ang mangyayari, abutin na naman ako ng alas 11 mamayang gabi. Just like the DOTR. Now, let's settle the issue. Bakit nyo
Yes, we
pinapayagan
will-
yung point of order?
We will be clarifying the
please
rules.
let me finish, Madam Chair. Because our rules state specifically kung ano yung point of order and when it is going to be raised. Di ba? Kasi ina-allow nyo But if I read section 103 of our House rules, and I would like to quote, a point of order is a privileged question that raises a violation of the rules in relation to the matter under discussion on the floor. A motion to read any part of the rules is equivalent to a point of order and takes precedence over any other motion other than a motion to adjourn. Yun po ang rules natin. Dapat yun ang sundin natin.
Thank you for clarifying the rules. Actually, that is what we are going to clarify. The point of order will, as mentioned, only be on the ruling and violation of the rules. Parliamentary. So, and with that, and because there's a pending motion, Honorable Garin, will you?
Thank you, Madam Chair. After conferring with our good colleague, I actually withdraw my point of order with the assurance of the Chair that the data that were mentioned will be corrected. So the wrong data that will be mentioned will have to be stricken off the records.
Madam Chair, question of privilege. May I be allowed to speak?
Honorable Raul Manuel.
Yes, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I don't see the point na may mga ipapatanggal po tayong facts and data kasi Madam Chair, wala pa kong isa-cite na data kung hindi ito yung proposal na nasa National Expenditure Program. Second, Madam Chair, total budget ngayon, tsaka yung pinopropose po sa National Expenditure Program. There are many ways to compare naman talaga, GAA to GAA, NEP to NEP. Pero hindi po nawawala din, Madam Chair, yung GAA to NEP. Kasi Madam Chair, doon natin makikita na kung ano yung pagkakaalam ngayon ng administrasyon sa national budget, ano yung dapat ayusin, ano yung dapat baguhin. Kaya Madam Chair, ako po Madam Chair, na-notice ko di ba, sa OVP, parang nililimit natin yung discussion, sa OP, nilimit natin yung discussion. Pati ba naman DOH, Madam Chair? Sana po hindi tayo matakot sa facts at sa katotohanan, Madam Chair. At i-allow natin yung mga deliberations at ma-put on record iyon. Yun lang muna, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Manuel. Let me yield the chairmanship to Honorable Stella Kimbo.
Thank you. So, may minutes pa ba si... Okay. So, just to set the record clear, Mr. Secretary,
Yes, Madam Chair.
so moving forward, when we make comparison of numbers, we just have to make it clear what we are comparing, whether we're comparing NEP figures versus GAA figures. All right? So just to make to minimize confusion. Yun na po, Secretary, okay? Moving forward. And for the members of the House, if a point of order is to be raised, it has to be based on a violation of a rule. Yun lang po. Right? Okay. So with that,
Madam Chair,
yes.
just to clarify, with regards to the statement, last statement of Honorable Janet Garin, what is the ruling of the Chair? With regards to the striking out of all the data pertinent to the position of the Honorable Manuel, what's the ruling of the Chair? Thank you.
Madam Chair. Madam Chair.
Yeah. Let me make. Okay.
No, I'm just asking the Chair, what is the ruling of the Chair with regards to the statement, and that is not a motion of the Honorable Garin. What I'm saying is, what is the ruling of the Chair with regards to the statement that she's getting the commitment of the Chair?
Okay, let me make a ruling on this first. We first have to set on record, alin dito sa data ang mali. All right, so we are referring to the data on page 12, Mr. Secretary. So let's do a rundown, all the numbers here. So can you confirm that these numbers are correct, one by one?
Yes, Madam Chair. For the
PhilHealth?
DOH, for PhilHealth, the NEP for 2024 is 101.5 billion, and the NEP in 2023 was 100.2 billion, so it increased. For Heart Center, the NEP in 2024 is 1.8 billion. The NEP in 2023 was the same, 1.8 billion. For NKTI, it was 1.3 billion in 2023. For 2024, it's 1.2, so minimal decrease. For Philippine Children, it's 1.2 billion. It increased to 1.4 billion for 2024. It increased, yes. And for Lung Center of the Philippines, it was 630 million in
Nothing to be stricken out. Okay, so ang kailangan na lang natin ipaliwanag sa mga nakikinig natin ng mga kababayan is ang pagko-compare po natin ng numero is NEP to NEP at GAA to GAA. Sa ngayon po, ang pinag-uusapan natin ay NEP pa lang po. So proposed numbers pa lang. Ang maaprubahan na number would be the GAA number, which will happen months from now. So yun po ang paliwanag. So that being clear, we can now move forward. The next to interpolate from the majority, we have the chair of our Committee on Health, the Honorable Ciriaco Gatto. And I yield the chair back to the Honorable Nika.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I hope the passions have been subsided a little bit. Ano ba ngayon? Good noon, esteemed colleagues and the Department of Health Family, headed by our Secretary Teddy Herbosa, the FDA Director General Sam Zacate, and
Excuse me, can you just please observe silence first, everyone, please, para magkarinigan po tayo, please. Thank you.
As Chair of the Committee on Health, I wish to express my full support for the proposed budget of the Department of Health. Our experience during the COVID-19 pandemic underscores the critical importance of investing in healthcare system to ensure access to healthcare quality and affordable healthcare services. The proposed budget of the Department of Health is crucial to a nation that is recovering from global health pandemic. We have specialty centers to establish, a healthcare workforce to augment and develop, medical researches and trainings to fund, and programs of the universal healthcare to be strengthened and to be sustained. Prioritizing healthcare funding is not an option, it is an imperative. It means investing in hospitals, facilities, and healthcare personnel. It means ensuring that all communities, regardless of the socioeconomic status or geographical location, have equal access to quality and affordable healthcare services.
We will submit that data, Madam Chairperson. Honorable Representative Ako, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I will cite an example. In the case of pneumonia, PhilHealth charges different amounts based on the classification of the hospitals. Di po ba? Pag class A or B, 15,000 yung inyo pong sinisingil. And for lower class classification of hospitals, 10,000. Tama. And if you look at it, it requires the same management and it requires the same medicine. Now, bakit po ganun ang pagsingil po ninyo? Bakit may difference na 5,000? Depende sa klase ng hospital.
Madam Chair, if you can allow Doc Ish to answer the question, please.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you po.
Madam Chair,
Microphone, please. Sir Limsiaco.
hello. Okay. Madam Chair, Congressman Acop, we don't pay po our packages differently sa types of hospital. So kung ito po level 1 or level 2, level 3, yung pong pneumonia, ang difference ng pagbabayad natin is according to the disease. So the disease po type. Kung ikaw ay yung moderate type of pneumonia at ang package po natin, for example, in a moderate type of pneumonia is 15,000, yan po ay ibabayad natin kung ikaw man ay na-admit sa level 1, level 2, or level 3. Hindi po nag-iiba-iba ang package rates natin according to the levels of facilities.
Thank you, Madam Chair. There was a time when PhilHealth required that pneumonia cases be admitted for 96 hours. Di po ba? So, depende sa number of hours. Kasi, kung yung pasyente, i-discharge mo before 96 hours, merong return to hospital yung claim nila.
The general rule po is...
Hindi, sagutin mo muna ako. Hindi ko tinatanong kung ano yung general rule. Tama po ba yung sinasabi ko?
Wala po tayong on the number of hours except for the 24 hours po yung general rule for admission. Ngayon, kung pneumonia po kayo, kung ito man po ay na-admit kayo ng 3 days or 4 days, again, ang package rate po natin is dependent kung anong type ng klase ng pneumonia, kung moderate or severe type of pneumonia.
Okay.
May I also remind everyone to please address the chair? Thank you.
Sorry, Madam Chair.
Sige. Now, the PhilHealth coverage as a percentage of the population for 2022 is 70%. Would that be correct?
Chair? Sir, would clarify ko lang po, yun pong coverage ng benefits or coverage ng membership?
Membership.
Our membership coverage.
We will, Madam Chair, we will just retrieve the data po. Just a minute po. Can we retrieve the data po for membership?
Honorable Acop.
Madam Chair, magsi-second round na lang ako. And I'll just ask PhilHealth to prepare for the second round dahil marami pong issues dito. Para doon sa aking mga kasamaan, pwede na silang magtanong. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Acop.
Thank you po.
With that, let me go to the minority with Honorable Deputy Minority Leader Presley De Jesus.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good afternoon po sa atin lahat, no? Ito lang, simple lang tanong ko kasi halos lahat natanong na, no? That's the problem pag nasa hulihan ka. Pero ganun pa man, lahat ng gusto kong tanong, maganda yung positive. Siguro tanong ko lang kasi kanina, tanong ni Kong B.H. Herrera, with regard to the utilization rate ng DOH, medyo, ilan po ang utilization rate po ng ngayon? As far as yung MAIP is concerned?
MAIP nasa 60-something, diba? Around 60%, nasa 67%.
Okay, so mataas din pala. Siguro, I do understand kung bakit hindi natin nare-reach yung mga 80%. Yung bang coverage po ba, kasama po ba yung secretary, yung mga hearing aid, kasama ba yun? Yung mga titanium pag na-injured, hindi kasama. So, bakit hindi kasama yan? Lalo mga kababayan natin mahirap kailangan nila po yan.
Yung pong mga implants, nasasama yon kasi sa hospital yon basta hospital bill. Pero pag mga hearing aid and assistive devices, outpatient po yon. So lahat ng nagamit sa hospital pwede talagang isama sa MAIP.
Okay. Yun po kasi, nakikita po namin, siguro one of the reasons why the utilization rate medyo mababa. Kasi po, karamihan sa probinsya, nakikita ko lalo pag umikot kami sa mga electric cooperatives, ang problema po daw nila madalas, pag tinatanong ko sila, lagi napupuno yung provincial, city at saka yung municipal health hospital. Ang tanong po nila, pwede ho bang yung private na hospital na hindi na kailangan magmawa ang DOH doon, pwede ho ba yung may asosasyon naman ng mga private hospital, pwede ho ba ang DOH at private hospital magmawa na lang kayo para mag-cascade na po sa mababa, lalo po yung moms and pops na hospital po natin sa mga malalayong lugar, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, Your Honor, kailangan po yung specific hospital kasi kinokowa kami. Kasi it's a private entity, tapos bibigyan natin ng government money. So yung MOA po yung protection ng agency na government funds were properly used when it was transferred to a private entity like a private hospital. Yun po ang sagot doon, Your Honor.
Madam Chair, so in short, kapag meron tayong MOA with a private hospital, pwede na po?
Na po, pati yung 50% kung tatanggap yung doktor ng letter of guarantee, 50% ng professional fee niya, pwede ring masagot ng MAIP po.
So in short, Madam Chair, no, kung yung MOA po, remember the association ng mga hospital, meron naman po sila association, no? So if the DOH and the association of the hospitals, mag-MOA kayo, pwede ba yun instead na individual na lang mga hospital? Kasi matagal specific So yung DOH na ang bahala sa asosasyon and then they will cascade po sa mga probinsya po. Lalo po yung mga malalayong lugar. Is it possible, Madam Chair?
May I refer to our ASEC na lawyer, ASEC Grande.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Honorable Congressman, the GAA provides that we will enter into a MOA to the facility, Mr. Chair. It's not the Association of the Hospitals, Mr. Chair. So we follow the GAA, Mr. Chair.
Madam Chair, no, specifically si Attorney Grande, during pandemic, may nalapit ako siya, natulungan mo. I salute you with that, Attorney. If you remember me, siguro, we're only on the phone. Lastly, siguro, tanong ko rito, Madam Chair, no? Dahil siguro, para naman lahat tayo makapagtanong dito. So, yung MAIP nyo, konti lang ho ba yan o marami yan? Yung 22 billion. Para sa amin, nalilitan kami dyan
Kulang po kasi sa ospital po ako nagtatrabaho. Napakarami po talaga ng mahihirap na Pilipinong nangangailangan ng pondo.
With due respect po, no, kung marami ako narinig din, between PhilHealth at MAIP daw, mas gusto nila MAIP kasi talaga ko na ibibigay. Mr. President, pasensya na, yun ang narinig ko sa between MAIP and PhilHealth, mas gusto daw nila yung sa MAIP. Bakit? 100% ang coverage sila. No? Ang problema lang nila, puno lagi ang mga probinsya at saka mga city hospitals. Kaya kung gusto daw nila, request nila, ang DOH mismo, makipag-coordinate sa asosasyon ng mga hospital para wala na silang problema, MOA po. No? With that note, Madam Chair, siguro I just have a manifestation, no? Since kanina pa ako, nakita ko yung mga sagot nila, and I salute PhilHealth and of course the DOH family, no? Madam Chair, I would like to congratulate and commend Secretary Ted Herbosa for immediately jumping into action to ensure that the DOH is ready to